Okay, this is the third video coming up. Okay, in this video we're going to look at 6 containers of staples. They cost $5.40. How much do 8 containers cost? So again, this is another unit rate question. Unit rate. So it's $5.40 to 6, oh, not S, we want it, another, to 6 containers. We want to know how much that is for 1 container. Because once I know how much it is for 1 container, I can find out how much that is for 8 containers. Okay? So 6 divided by 6 is 1. Therefore, 540 or $5.40 divided by 6 is 90 cents. Right? 5.40 divided by 6. Boom. Boom. Okay? 0.9 or 90 cents. So it's 90 cents for 1 container. How much is that for 8 containers? Multiply top and bottom by 8. To the side, 8 times 0.9. 0, 8 times 0, 8 times 9, 72. 2 to the right, I'm back 2 places. Oh, it's $7.20 for 8 containers. Okay. Number 9. There's 8. Anytime you want to stop and take a look at something, feel free to pause your video. Number 9, your heartbeat is 390 beats in 5 minutes. What is your heart rate in beats per second? Notice we got 2 different units of measure. So we're going to have to take our minutes and convert them to seconds. So let's find out how many beats per minute this is. Divide top and bottom by 5. So I want it per 1 minute for my unit rate. And we need to do the math. We'll go off to the side. 5 goes into 39.7. 5 subtract 4, 5 goes into 48 times. So it's 78 beats per minute. And since we're talking beats per minute, we can change that to beats per 60 seconds. Because we want to change it to beats per second. Alright, so this is a kind of like a double unit rate question. So it's 78 beats per 60 seconds because 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So we want to know how much is that for 1 second. Divide the bottom by 60. That means we need to divide the top by 60. And let's find out what that is. I'll scroll down and then we'll come back up. So it's 78 divided by 60. 78 beats divided by 60 seconds. Decimal point, because I know I'm going to get a remainder if I don't, and we don't deal with remainders anymore. 60 goes into 78 once. 1 times 78 is 60. 1 times 60 is 60. Subtract, I get 18. Now the problem is some people are doing this. The remainder is not a decimal unless you're dividing by 10. Your remainder is just that, and we don't. Real quick, I'm noticing here that the decimal point did not show up. That should be 78.0. Deal with remainders anymore. So you get 2 choices. One, you take your remainder and you put it back over. You take your remainder of 18, you put it over your divisor, so it's 1 and 18/60. And if you simplify that down, that would be 1 and 3/10. And the 0 disappeared there. Or you keep dividing. See that 60 goes into 180 3 times. It's 180. And look, lo and behold, 1 3/10 or 1 3/10. I don't care which it is, but your remainder is not a decimal. So now we go back and we say that it beats 1 3/10 of a beat every 1 second. There's your answer. Okay, I'm looking for rates and ratios. Moving on, next one. Find the speed. Our two distance formulas. Distance equals rate times time. And rate is a comparison, it's a ratio of comparison of two different units of measure. In this case, distance over time. So when we're talking rate, we're talking speed. And when we're talking speed, we're talking unit rates. So if it's 705 miles to 15 hours, the question is, well, how many miles per hour is that? Divide top and bottom by 15. Go off to the side, 705 divided by 15. 15 goes into 74 times. Is that 60? 10 going down to 5. And 15 goes into 10 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. Carry the 5. 7 times 1 plus 7 is plus 3 is 10. Subtract. So it's 47 miles per hour. Remember, rates or unit rates are a comparison of one unit of measure to a single 1 unit of the other measure. So 47 miles per hour is your answer. And the last one for this video is how far. Once you see how far, it's a distance question. Give me your answer as a distance. And distance equals rate times time. And rate is a comparison of distance to time. There's time mentioned in two places here, but there's only one of them where it's related to a distance. So in this case, the rate of the elevator is 3 stories every 10 seconds. So we use our distance formula. Distance equals rate times time, which means rate of 3 stories every 10 seconds times our time of 30 seconds. The question is, how far will it go in 30 seconds? Looks like multiplying fractions to me. Here's our distance, here's our rate, and here's our time. We're multiplying them together. Right? So first thing, we can cross-cancel. We can cross-cancel units of measure. Because we can look at this as 10 times 1 second, and that's 30 times 1 second. And both the numerator and the denominator have a common factor of 1 second. Okay? And then we have 10 and 30. They're both divisible by 10. Get 1, they get 3. So all we're left with right now is 3 stories times 3, which equals 9 stories. This is your answer. This is a distance. If you want to give me 9 stories in 30 seconds, I'm going to have a problem with that. Because this is a rate. It's a ratio comparing two quantities of different measure. So that would be inaccurate as an answer. So please don't give me that. Alright? There's the third video, and now there's just 2 more questions left to answer. Okay, so let's go and get the last 2 questions answered for us.